Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE Fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension. So, Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension is basically about this family. They're in this house and whatever, until the father finds this video camera, this special type of video camera that can see things that basically no other video camera can basically see. And when the daughter starts acting very, very weird, they start worrying and strange things start to happen, basically. So yeah. So what did I think of Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension? I mean, did you expect this movie to be good? I'm being honest with you guys. Did you expect this movie to be good? No. This movie's garbage. It's awful. It is terrible, this movie. It's awful. Like I said, did you expect it to be good? I mean, this franchise has been run into the dirt. It's like beating a dead horse, this movie. It's just like, stop. It really is. This franchise is like the Saw franchise. Just stop. You're getting old. It really is. And this movie is awful. It's one of the worst movies of the year. Now, yeah. But let's get into positives. There are no positives with this film. There are none at all. There are negatives, however. I have a lot of negatives with this film. The acting with the film. The acting is so wooden and so dull and so awful with this film. The acting is so bad in this movie. It really is. Everybody is terrible in this movie. The dad, he's awful. He's terrible in this movie. He's just not good in this movie whatsoever. The wife, she's not good as well. She's just terrible as well. She's awful. The guy who plays the Uncle Mike, I think that's what his name was, he is the worst out of all of them. It's so bad to watch on screen. He is terrible with this movie. He's terrible in this movie, terrible with this movie, terrible in this movie. He's just awful. Just, the little girl's even awful. She's even terrible in this movie. Just the acting overall is horrible in this movie. The scares, what scares? Because there's nothing scary about this film. It's just the same thing over and over again. And just like so many other films, they try to make CGI scary. CGI is not scary. Have we learned from The Haunting that CGI is not scary? I mean, come on, people. Come on. Yeah, it's not scary. Even the jump scares, they don't even work. Jump scares, I can't stand them because they're the cheapest way to, scare you. They really are. They don't even work. They don't even, maybe go, oh, you kidding me? Seriously? Only once that happened. But just none at all. Just the jump scares are horrible. They don't even work as well. Just none of the scares work in this movie. This movie is not scary at all. The writing's horrible with this movie. The writing is terrible. Terrible with this movie. The writing is awful with this movie. Some terrible writing in this movie. The directing is awful with the film as well. It's just terrible. I'm sick of found footage movies. I really am. But it's just, the directing is so bad with this movie. It's awful. It's just so terrible. The special effects, oh my goodness, the special effects are horrible in this movie. You know what's haunting this family? The symbiote from Spider-Man, basically. Because that's what this thing looks like. The symbiote from Spider-Man. I'm crediting Jeremy Jahns for that one. Because, yeah, it did look like the symbiote from Spider-Man. Just, the CGI is horrible with this movie. It is terrible. The last 10 minutes of the film just hold on. But before we get into that, the pacing is awful. This movie feels like a 3-hour movie. It's only an hour and 22 minutes. And it feels like a 3-hour movie. I was bored out of my mind. Oh my goodness, I was so bored. I felt so disinterested throughout the entire film. And the last 10 minutes of this movie are so jumbled and so messy and so sloppy. It's just like everything is happening at once. I'm like, slow your pace down, okay? Your pace down, okay? I mean, seriously, it's just like, slow down. It was just so sloppy those last 10 minutes. It was so just sloppy and terrible. Guys, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension is one of the worst movies of the year. It's awful. Now, I've seen 3 of the Paranormal Activity movies. The first, the second, the third. For the first 2 are awful. I know a lot of people like this first movie, but I can't stand the first movie. And the second movie is even worse. But the third movie was actually really good. And I really liked that movie. That was actually really creepy, that third movie. I haven't seen the other 2 that everybody says is garbage as well. But this one might be the worst out of all of them. This movie's awful. I can't stand this movie. Guys, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimensions is awful. So it's time for my official grade on Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. And my official grade on Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension is an F. An F, F, F. This movie is horrible. It is one of the worst movies of the year. It's the second worst horror film of the year. It is awful. I couldn't stand this movie. This movie is just terrible. Don't waste your time with this movie, please. So what do you guys think of Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599 and we'll see you out later. Peace.